Alright, we about to do this football, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
Hey, if y'all like this, give it a like.
Get these pants on and do it lay down. Get dressed for bed.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Match 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. So with that, let's go over to the heart of Texas. Massive
Jets versus Cowboys.
Here are Ricky Gardner and Charles Davis. Coach Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star Stadium in Texas. Oh my God, here is the scene of the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It is loud, it's still loud.
Whoever requested this football match, y'all give it a like, share, and subscribe, man. Y'all comment what y'all like on it.
Nope.
Get them pants on.
That's a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense. Now they begin to go on the field. Almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They begin to go out there and try to stop it. But they're up.
And take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening run.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home, should steamroll, and we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go and prove it right now.
Extra point down the line, and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A nice tiny little drive there, giving the ball excellent field position, and only 1 point to score.
The Cowboys team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's throwing it was over for a touchback. So then here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Leading him out is a 6'3" quarterback, the third overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And I bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try to turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball. Both teams press, and one team gets an advantage if you're trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not, just settle in, get calm before you go to the big strikes.
Darnold going to lead the Jets now first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey. What you up to?
Take a shot down. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they're just trying to get some momentum. Get first down, pick it up, and keep it moving.
And get to it after a gain of 7 to 47. Nice pickup on first down.
What you up to right now?
On second down, it's Bell.
Oh, okay. Make sure you share the screen out.
In that situation, it's almost a tendency break.
To his left. And now he's going to use it. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. But his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line. In gaining legal yardage, that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason, 65 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
This is exactly what I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Mahand the extra point. On the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you've ever seen. Play, touchdown.
So what you end up doing all day?
Following the touchdown, here's Marta kicking away.
Don't lay like that. Get up there. Get up there.
This becomes a pretty important line, doesn't it?
It certainly does. A lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. And try and generate some offense on the little bit.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. This is this defense continues to play him in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
I think you have to make sure that you bomb him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's not going to room to run.
After the list to start out here, second and 11. Now it's Darnold. Pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Defensive end to Marcus Lawrence upon the heat.
Someone's been up to the test so far in this game. They've already overcome some ground, and guess what? I just pick it right now and get it to get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
What's everybody on?
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold.
points here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting the fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'm going to get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time the formula was quite simple. One play to drive, one pass. Everybody just
Oh, okay.
And that's exactly how you want to drop things.
You see the score, right? Dallas ain't playing games.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Who you want to see next?
And this will be a touchback as it sails over the end line. Leading the offense out for their next possession. And he looked to rebound from the early interception and led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but look at these. And I know he was looking to himself.
You got anybody you want to see next?
In this situation, now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, and he can't force that.
Darnold going to lead the Jets on that 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, who you want to see play?
First quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other side.
It feels a little bit more like a basketball game when one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are.
Extra point by Moore, and good. And around is on here this first half. Touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, well, you at least need a field goal on this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, patient. You know, take your time first half. You still got a chance. I think they'll have patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
There was a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they made the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Oh, okay. What basketball team you want to see play? What's up, bruh? I'm on this football right now, man. I guess we're doing all right, as far as I know. Don't let him go nowhere. Take him down. There we go. Don't let him go nowhere. Take him down. Cuz, don't start. Don't start, fam. Don't start, fam. My buddy said, here we go again. Hey, this ain't what that stream about now. Y'all get it right. Delete that comment.
You know what to do. Sean know what to do. Give this video a like. Oh, Mama sent a message. Can I read it?
Take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 2 yards as they're clear. It's fourth down. Chandler Cass is here now. He hit from 59 a season ago. They're spotted at the 47, so a 57-yard attempt.
There's not. Oh, he thought he was gonna make that. He thought he was gonna make that.
As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about. But I am surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays are popping up in the air and still trouble. They can carry it.
Valdy Gamer, what's up, bro? I'm out. Oh, he was dirty. Oh, he was dirty. That was a clean clothesline, though. He knocked me out. I'll give him that. He knocked me straight out. Another touchdown for them Dallas Cowboys. But anyway, what's up with you, cuz? What's happening with you?
He's been busy with 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So 2 plays on that
Henderson. Who next you want to see, man?
Following the touchdown, here's Mahand to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, they were demoralized. Missed field, we always figured they were going to get in the end zone, but they didn't know well they were going to get 3. They go for the goal process.
It does test the mental processes of the team, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on and get the kick.
Trizzy Cosmetics, what's going on, man?
How many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what?
What's going on, man?
Good kick for your team to move on to winning a game. Make sure you keep it happy. Make sure you keep it comfortable.
And then another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You got anybody you want to see?
Come out and start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get one play in the second half.
Number 9 on the extra point. And the route is on here.
If y'all got any requests, y'all put them in the comments.
So the defense creates
I'll be sure to give them to you.
the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Who y'all got for me?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one will be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Jets offense heading back out there in the interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4
Dallas Cowboys against who?
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his other team, but the interceptions are trouble as he's going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions, is being fooled by defenses. They got to figure it out over the sidelines, working on that surface pro and see what they see. The goal of a wide receiver screen is getting enough blockers in front to create a wall and then pick his spot over the football. While the defense there swarming to it and then allowing them to happen, did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
What's up, famo? Alright, hey, you see the game? Alright. Okay, call me. You got anybody you want to see play next? Sorry about that, y'all. I had a phone call.
This defense has been very disruptive. The way I honestly think some of them are going to go around.
It seems to be the front and the back and pass rush. They've been able to get going and they're taking it all away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync all the way to play defense.
Who's that third viewer? I know y'all like what y'all seeing.
Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And they're now a long miss hit.
Oh.
So change in possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football on first and 10. Getting set to go again. You can look at the right Cooper as he heads back out there now. Not only does he have a catch, I think he's been targeted in this game to do anything.
And if you ask a receiver his magnitude, they'll tell you it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you take him away, no catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I open things up for the rest of my team.
Using him as a decoy effectively, so it's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
That type of run right there just allows me to because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Down Stacy was lying back up Missouri.
And now got Mom on the track team. I think that's where the speed came from. And she was shy about letting us know that too.
Yeah, the best of both worlds. We remind you, coming up at halftime, Jeff and Coach Member will be on sideline highlights and analysis of this first half action.
Oh, they did me so dirty. They did me dirty. I'll give them that.
Extra tight ends, extra beat. They were running football. That means he's running inside. If you can step out on the perimeter, you're right.
Yeah, this is negative yardage. Ezekiel gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 42 yards. As his guys continue to pull it off. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays when they result like that, almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
On for the extra point.
You see the score?
And the rock is on here. This
Dolphins and the Jets. You want to see Dolphins and Jets? Okay, I got you. Trees and Cosmetics. She got Dallas Cowboys, but Dallas already playing.
Following the touchdown, here's Mark to kick it away.
Yeah, we got 2 more quarters to go in. Yeah. You saw who got in the live? Right. They were just about to get into it. I said, don't do it. They ain't what this live about. Don't do it. Oh, man.
Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Oh. So let me finish this one. We'll probably go back.
He's knocked to the deep behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, 3rd down. Throwing it on 3rd to go. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Brooklyn Edwards now. As he'll kick it away for the second time. It is a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this ball's going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Second quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprise.
No cap, y'all. Dallas doing their thing. No cap.
Offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game. We're not going to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I think those first catches coming at some point.
Nice run, nice run. Let's keep it going, Dolphins. What's your request? I'm only doing gaming tonight. So what's your request? What team you want to see play? Anybody got requests? I'll be glad to do them. Oh, that was a bad play. That was a bad play. That was a bad play. Oh, he got him in there. He got him in there. It's another one. What are you doing?
Oh, just checking on that box.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
That's my mama.
You're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the
I want to W for mama.
Yeah, that is. Oh, I could have got that. I could have caught that.
Speaking of mama.
I could have caught that.
Speaking of mama.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop in behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They're going to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop him, and they've been able to do that.
And he's gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game. One of the premier runners in the NFL.
That's good for 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker,
I tried to
maybe a
call.
defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Dad, I just wanted to call him until tonight.
And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades points will be handed out thus far.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. On 3rd down, here's Bell. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
There's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession.
Lay that way.
They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
Oh, he was not trying to let me go that way. Okay, I see what I got to do now. Y'all saw that, right?
You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throw it. Prescott. They'll rifle this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Allen Hurns, 52 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. Even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just said.
And Darnold, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate one fumble, twos, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here. Go.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Partner, this running back's having a heck of a day on the ground. He just keeps punching it in and rushing for touchdown after touchdown.
Marr on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm on.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And what a golden break here. This ball is going to be touchdown, but just outside of the red zone. Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really, that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off. Let him chew up the yardage in big plays. And your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with the recipe of the ground game. A 1st down carry by Elliott. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That burst good for 20 and a first down. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for a trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. Marr now to add the extra point.
Delayed game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. Marr on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold now to throw, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
We got this. At the 22-yard line. Watch the curve.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Darnold. A screen to Bell. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Here's Elliott. Bust through the tackle. Power running by Zeke. A 2nd broken tackle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 34 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those
Well, if it ain't Nicholas. You finally bumped in the room, huh?
Fantasy, for other things. They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last last weekend we went sushi.
Who's your favorite team? Who you want to see play next, huh?
I'm in.
I'm taking requests.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead will slow by one more. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
Pittsburgh, okay. Pittsburgh against 2.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together.
Oh, Chicago Bears.
To throw is Darnold, looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Okay, I got you.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He couldn't hook up with a new one that time, and it's 3rd down. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been
I got you right after this. Right after this.
wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same
he played me. Oh, they 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 played me. Oh.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late. But
They got their little score.
Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Dang.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And this is no good, but that didn't even get there. Not a good effort at all. And our score remains the same.
That was a good run on him, though. I know, right?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. He won't go down. And an alley to run. And solid field position here to start.
Oh, that was a clean run. Yeah, they got me. That was a clean run, though. That was a clean run.
The spark that often wins games.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. They find some open field.
I'm out. I'm out.
Gonna take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 60 yards. As his guys continue to put this one
This was a
out of
YouTube request. This ain't even my favorite team.
Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And this will not be returned.
How's everybody doing tonight?
End zone for a touchback. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense's game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting that.
No escape, and he goes down.
I'm doing good.
Marcus Lawrence.
I'm good.
He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips.
Everybody connect with one another. Let's do it right.
From the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
We all trying to grow. We all trying to get it.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now.
I know, it's been a while.
Here's Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. Eric Tomlinson, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous.
There y'all go. Run him over.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And a lemon of a kick there. This is going to be spotted down right on the 30-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No, I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice.
That boy broke loose. That boy broke loose. That boy broke loose and he ain't finna get down. He ain't finna get down like that.
Finding the end zone yet again as his guys continue to pour it on. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, you know, call it a game.
That boy broke loose.
I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get.
That boy there broke loose.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
That's right, K. Coleman. You better tell him. If you haven't liked the stream, you better give it a thumbs up. You better give it a thumbs up.
Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They'll be punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And Darnold, he lost the football.
Here we go. That's it, baby.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold, and that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, Prescott here to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Amari Cooper, the ball carrier. Intended for Amari Cooper. Incomplete.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A 20th carry here for Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's looking long for Witten. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Did you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Marr now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Okay, Nicholas, I appreciate it. How y'all liking this football game so far?
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that. Coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play. I pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on second down. Darnold on the catch. It's Crowder. And they get
Guys will try to duck us.
Takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
That boy tried to duck us.
But they're also looking forward now because now these players
Sarah, awesome. Everybody wants to know who is Sarah awesome.
Let's keep it going, y'all.
On first and 10, Darnold.
What's our plan for the weekend? Oh.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. This is caught.
Got him in there.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But that's the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position. And only one play to score.
Oh, yeah, we got that. Dallas done picked that up.
Touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
Dallas done picked that up.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive of the last? And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now Elliott. He'll get the first down and go inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. But Charles, it's one thing to win.
They got it, y'all.
Put up the amount of points that they did.
Dallas has done it.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points. Continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator,
Dallas has done it.
You can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hard-working crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
So which game y'all want me to run first?
As we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Y'all see the ending score right, 6-1-12. That's great. Let me see if I can find Pittsburgh. Seattle.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with that, let's get you up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best? That team will win the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
Here we go. Here we go.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by Big Ben, their veteran quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
He's one of the more exalted quarterbacks in the league, but I still don't think he gets enough appreciation for his ability to read defenses and lead his ball club.
Ready? Like 80. Get Mike. All day.
First carry for James Conner. And some space here. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, 57 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're in on the first play from scrimmage. Our crew and you and I, we better strap in here.
That's what's commonly known as quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former #2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now a look at the offense for Chicago.
We often overuse the term heart and soul when we talk about a player being just that for his team, but not in the case of Kyle Long in Chicago. He's shown his ability to be a Pro Bowl guard, a Pro Bowl tackle, but it's his passion for the game, his passion for his teammates that sets the tone for the entire team.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On third down, Trubisky. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play action.
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes.
Welcome, Bestie.
He's found his way through with your touchdown.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to this line and hit each of them on the back.
You know I got you.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take a ball to the game.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. I'm not sure they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Steps away. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. First down, a run with Cohen. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that
now Trubisky lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. 20, 10, 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defense.
And that's blocked. The Steelers get it. This is taken deep in their territory. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. In for the score. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
There are plenty of ways for a special teams coach to get excited. But when you block a punt into the end zone and recover for a score, yeah, he's going to be jumping up and down a big way.
And as a punter, you know that that clock is ticking. He just didn't get it off in time. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the very rare blocked punt, scooped, and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. On first and 10 is counter. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll run here with counter. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers. And, you know, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out.
Let's see if he can do just that. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Trubisky into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st down, Connor. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mitchell Trubisky and the Bears set to begin their next drive. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And it wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Davis now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky, and that is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And these are the games hitting pay dirt as we see as many times as he has that running backs dream about, right?
It's okay to be selfish in this circumstance, isn't it, partner? Because this selfishness, getting to the end zone time and again, only helps your team. This is where it's okay to put up big numbers and people don't worry about it. This is really, really good performance.
It's been an unbelievable performance.
Blue 30.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
They'll run on 1st down. It's Conner. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, 26 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Brandon, he's on his way to a big day. He's punched in a couple already, and you know he's seeking more.
Boswell for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. 2nd quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
Yeah, he'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. Davis fighting. He loses the football.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, but the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. This is Davis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long, rolling to his left. He's going to run, but he's got to... And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Yeah, baby.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That good for 19 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. On first down, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Trubisky will throw. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big, because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. Here's Conner on first down going nowhere, as he's going to be stacked up behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Conner going to try and run it. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On second down, Davis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Powering his way forward. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to fire one deep over. And this is caught at the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, 50 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
And when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it up. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Back to you.
Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Yeah, not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, but at the 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, 35 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point now by Boswell. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left. And no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space.
Now Trubisky on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go play action. Trubisky. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try to counter here. Cohen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Davis. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Trubisky to throw, and that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Like 80! Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it with us.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And another tackle broken. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Sit back! 230. 58.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Shed's pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's
on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They try again with Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is the kind of day a running back dreams of. They keep handing him the ball, and he keeps taking it in for touchdowns.
Boswell for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. One play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look down. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point now by Boswell. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now Trubisky lost the football and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion,
Draw play, Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah. And that's blocked. The Steelers get it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to pour it on.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will extend this big lead. Able to get the pressure, get a paw on it, knock it down, and then go and grab it and take it into the end zone. What a play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First down, Chicago.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Boswell for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. One last shot for Trubisky. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was that they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.